right, the entity is sounding helicopter activity. And they're group stalking in the laundry room. That's Padilla. And all they're doing, those are demons. This is harassment by an entity engaged in federal group stalking and monitoring. The people of the state are maintaining presence in the laundry room, slamming down machines, being demons. Everything you're doing on the communication device on the internet, being demons in helicopters, amplifying the sound, turning it up and down, which would be impossible to hear. All right, I'm not clairvoyant. They're stalking me. This is a specific environment, and they're amplifying it while they know what I'm doing on the internet. I want to be clear. This is the specific environment. This is the light source here. This is a demon that's flying in a circle and a delusional psychopath that thinks that anyone is deceived by what they're doing, wanting to look like they're flying in circles over something else. This is an empty field. This is relevant positioning. This is also amplification while Melania Padilla is maintaining close presence. And this is psychotic. They were engaged in flying in circles in front of my apartment for 47 minutes. This is a pattern of conduct where the sun is rising and setting. They're not doing anything but stalking. All right, and they're doing so. This is the passive aggressive stalking, but again, it's not passive aggressive when you're getting beyond the surface of what demons are doing, maintaining presence wherever you're at, and also amplifying the sound of helicopter with simultaneity to what you're doing on a communication device. Everybody here is going to federal prison. That's 1805. Ty Lee, his 2 adult children, and his wife are going to federal prison. Light activity through the means of the vehicle. They're driving an engineered light as well. 7 NXF 594, and they're engaged in 24-hour surveillance while this same police department is flying over my apartment at 2 o'clock in the morning. While you're looking at light that's on my ceiling inside of the living room, and then you have what are demons that are engaged in what is psychotic stalking that is no longer a secret, just flying in a circle like anybody is, no one is going to question what they're doing. They're going to be disbanded, and they're going to be subject to mental examinations. This is why. Okay? This is why they're going to get mental examinations. This is P.O.C. This is workplace terrorism. This is workplace terrorism. This is criminal facilitation. And this is in concert with LAPD that's flying in circles. This is the entity that engages in criminal summoning. They engage in what is creating fictitious information, engaging in what is kidnapping, and also this is shared through the pattern of conduct through the courts that entertain the entity's engagement in obstruction of justice. So I want to make sure that you understand how all of those fit together. This is the same entity, the Ontario Police Department, the Fontana Police Department, the Montclair and Chino Police Department. This is the same entity. I want to be clear, this is crossing path over here. This is UKIM engaging in what is crossing path. And this is the entity that is, again, amplifying the sound of helicopter. And after I catch them on camera, then these demons just start flying in a circle. That's what they're doing. This is very, very sad. Everybody here is going to federal prison, and this police department is done with. They are going to be disbanded. This is showing what the secret society is doing in the U.S. And you're also looking at what is very, very, very highly deranged stalking conduct. And this mental deranged conduct is demonstrated through what is obsessive stalking. All right. They are also engaged in the sex offense. When you're looking at the illuminated light on the ceiling inside of my bedroom, when you're looking at the ongoing light that's arriving also at nightfall, this is a demon, UKIM, and this is a demon, Ty Lee of 1800, number 5. And they're walking around, and I'm showing you my shadow that's surrounding my person at nightfall. This is a demon that's flying in a circle in the same exact specific environment. And because I caught them on camera, they tried to dodge camera because I caught them on camera. Now they're engaging in what is psychotic, equally psychotic and equally engagement in the elements of monitoring, flying in a circle. The outward demonstration of demon possession as well, by the way. And this is what I mean. This is exactly why the Los Angeles Police Department and all of the documented agencies engaging in the state's pattern of conduct, they're going to be subject to not only federal prison, but systematic mental examinations. All right, they are a threat to the public. All right, this is, again, I want you to capture, it's 9:16 a.m. and monitoring on the communication device is indeed Juan Carlos at 9:15 a.m. monitoring with LAPD. Juan Carlos and everybody else with speaker companies is going to federal prison. All right, that's monitoring on the venue of the internet while I'm capturing video of the demon-possessed agency LAPD flying in circles, which is ongoing terrorism in the workplace, and the people of the state acting via third-party speaker companies. The third parties employed with speaker companies are third-party group stalkers as well, engaged in Title 18 criminal conduct. All right, this is the pattern of conduct, and it is 9:17 a.m. And the entity is not only engaged in criminal surveillance in relevant position, they're engaged in surveillance in violation of Title 18, 22618, subsections 1 and 2 on the venue of the internet with communication devices in concert with the people of the state. All right, it is currently, again, 9:17 a.m. I'm going to show you screenshots of that. This is just ongoing pacing. All they're doing is one demon after another, maintaining presence in the engineered environment. Where you have the sun rising and setting, you're not doing anything other than pacing. That's Kun Kang, by the way, 91 years old, and she's going to go to federal prison as well. Melania Padilla, group stalking in the laundry room, slamming machines while the entity is monitoring. I step outside, the entity tries to avoid being captured. How am I able to hear in the office, though? Okay, that's what you're understanding. It's amplification, the ongoing demonstration of demon possession. And then they're flying in a circle. That's an outward demonstration of demon possession. They're in the engineer environment. Sunrise and sunset at one address. That's the demonstration of demon possession when you're stalking in that environment. This is the secret society, and LAPD is engaging in it and showing you how mentally disturbed that they are and how they are incapable of separating themselves from this obsession. And it is born of their demon possession. All right, this is the light source. I want you to see it's 9:18 a.m. The evidence is showing that the sun is rising at 2301 South Euclid Avenue. I'm going to use that as an example today, where the entity is stalking in a helicopter. This is the entity that engaged in kidnapping at 2301 South Euclid Avenue, Economy Inn, under what was supposedly a sun rising over the pool at that hotel, where the entity was keeping that light source over me. Well, you will see in video at 10:48 in the morning, the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department engaged in kidnapping, the same entity, the AMR, American Medical Response, the same entity, state actors, and the Ontario Fire Department group stalking while the light source is hovering over my hotel room, which you will see during daylight savings time, which is captured at 10:48 in the morning. And you know that the light source stays here. In addition to that, you have what is ongoing demonic pattern. This is light activity while a demon crosses path in the engineered light. This is the light that's on my ceiling, the light that you're looking, traveling across, and he's walking in it. That's the criminal system in concert with LAPD, all 59 units filled with third parties who are going to federal prison, and it's ongoing demonstrated impunity. All right, that's Juan Careto who's engaging. He's going to federal prison. Like I said, he already knows he was documented. So these demons' mindset is just to just continue anyway. I'm already going to federal prison. So it's not funny, but it's so serious. Then they're going for years. The entity is engaging in what is ongoing impunity monitoring on the internet and in relevant position. Understand that. Amplification, that's terrorism while you're subject to the state's pattern of conduct because they're demons who are targeting you. In addition, they're under the specific environment. So I'm going to give you evidence. I'm going to remind you about what I've already uploaded, but I'm prosecuting an entity. This entity that's engaged in repeated acts of fictitious exercise of authority in the courts, that's monitoring, and through the sheriff's departments who are monitoring, maintaining the light source, which by the way is documented on March 22nd, 2022 during daylight savings time in the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department, is group stalking while I'm at the Pomona Transit Center at a small little cafe where impossible light activities all over that cafe, while LAPD is group stalking, flying in circles like psychopaths and sex offenders, which they are, showing the world what demon possession actually looks like and what it does, which is stalking and terrorizing and psychologically torturing American citizens, for which it will be disbanded, and they're going to federal prison. And it's also going to incriminate the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department, who are under what is the light source and in engineered light, and I will upload that video as well. But I'm also going to remind you about what the entity was doing with the fake sun when I'm at the state facilitating venue of the San Bernardino Superior Court and the Rancho Cucamonga Superior Court, because at no time is it going to be here at the hillside while LAPD is flying in relevant position, maintaining presence, and it's going to be in its zenith over my head at 10:30 in the morning. At any time at all while it's rising and setting at one address. And I'm going to remind you of that today because I'm prosecuting that courthouse. The roster of judges, they're all going to be removed from their seats on the bench. The public defender's office, the district attorney's office, engaging in what is facilitation of this very criminal system. All right, and everybody here is going to federal prison. P.O.C. It is currently 9:21 a.m.